Hello, Tarot viewers. Welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Okay, this tarot reading is open to all signs and it's a general reading, so just take what resonates with you. At the same time, it is a timeless reading, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, that's the right time for you. Now, let us try to see what is the main energy for today. Okay, we have here the Nine of Swords. Something is preoccupying your mind right now. It's giving you anxiety and it's preventing you from sleeping. Okay. I don't know if it is right now. What comes to me is, for some of you, it can be a guilt feeling. You might have done something that makes you feel guilty and it keeps you from sleeping. So try to see. If it is something that you have committed, a certain mistake, well, you cannot change it anymore. It's done. It cannot be undone anymore. But you can always resolve to begin again, to learn from the situation and try to begin again. Some things you cannot change anymore. It's there already. It's part of your life history. The best thing that we can do is to learn from them and to not to repeat the same mistakes again, to move forward from it. And if it is something beyond our control, the best thing that we can do is to entrust it to the divine, to ask the divine to fix it for us, especially if it is a situation that the more you try to say to solve it, the worse it gets. Sometimes it's like that. It's because there are certain things that we cannot foresee, but the divine and the universe can see it. There are certain things that they see ahead of us that we cannot. So if there are certain things that causes us anxiety and the more we try to fix it, the worse it gets, it's time for us to entrust it to the hands of the universe. You tell the divine, Lord, we have a problem. Can you solve it for me? And then entrust everything to the divine and continue on living. Live life to the full. If you committed a mistake, Lord, I'm sorry. I wish I can change it, but I cannot anymore. I resolve to learn from this lesson and to begin again. And then start anew. That's the beauty of life. The wheel of fortune continues to turn. And we have to continue on living. So let it be. Whatever this anxiety is, entrust it to the divine, and while you are busy working on other things, you will discover it will be solved. If it is something that is you are anticipating in the near future, entrust it also to the divine. You've been alive for many years already, and many of the things that we worry about, according to there is a saying, they say 90% of the things we worry about do not really happen. So entrust everything to the divine and take it as it comes. Okay. Cross the bridge when you get there. Well, I hope it has helped us there. Now let us try to see how this one will develop. Okay. You will be set free. You see here? We have here the judgment. So it's somehow a reassurance from the universe. Whatever is right now limiting you, giving you anxiety, giving you sleepless nights, the universe will take care of it. So entrust it to the universe. Say a little prayer right now, entrust it to the universe. The universe will take care of it. So if it is, for example, a certain travel or certain things that you right now are busy planning about and there are a lot of considerations that are causing you anxiety, write them down, the things that you need to do, and then entrust it to the universe. Tell them, these are the things. Tell the universe, these are the things I need to do. Could you help me? And they will take care of it. And you will be set free from that anxiety. Being set free from the tomb and rejoicing is you being set free from this anxiety that gives you sleepless nights. And you will be set free. So there is already a reassurance from the universe. Thank the universe in advance. Thank you for solving my problem. When you do that, somehow you manifest already that the problem will be solved. For something to manifest, for example, a certain solution, We just need to ask with faith and we shall receive. Now, what is the advice of the universe for the rest of the day? Okay, we see here the lovers. With the lovers, it can be, for some of you, it can be something related to the relationship. You see here, there is a Trinitarian relationship here. It's the feminine, the masculine, and the divine. Having the divine in our life completes everything. Makes life more sunny, because you know that the divine there is there in your life. When the divine is in our life, we need not have to worry. The divine will provide for our needs. The divine will solve our problem. It makes life easier. Oftentimes, the thing that causes us anxiety is when we try to handle our worldly affairs on our own. We rely too much on our ego, and we rely less to our inner world or inner self or the guidance of the divine in our life. So I feel all you need to do is to put the divine into your daily activities. Now the masculine and the feminine here can symbolize you as a whole with your masculine and feminine side. And all you have to do is to put the divine into your life. So putting the presence of the divine in your daily life will make your life sunny and will make you a cup overflowing. It can be also, if it is a relationship that is causing you anxiety right now, put the presence of the divine in your relationship. If you cannot understand your partner, you can always say, Lord, I cannot understand my partner. Help. Okay. Sometimes all you have to do is to say, help. Okay. To learn to recognize that the divine is always there. It's just waiting for us to recognize and ask, to recognize the divine's presence and ask for assistance. That's all we have to do. And when you see here, the masculine is looking at the feminine and the feminine is looking at the masculine. If the feminine is your energy, you can draw people in your life closer to the divine by your deepened relationship with the divine. So in a certain sense, we influence also the people around us if you are a cup overflowing and the divine is a very important aspect of your life, because you become a mystery to people. They will say, what is it that is in this person that makes this person happy in spite of the challenges that this person has? And so they become curious. You become a mystery to them. And then they discover that the secret is a deepened relationship with the divine. And when they see that, then they realize, I also would like to have that kind of relationship. I also would like to be always sunny amidst the challenges of life. So these two will pass. I think the secret is being aware that the divine is part of your life. Make the divine, be aware of the presence of the divine in your life, and always refer to the divine in times of challenges and anxiety. I feel this is the message for us for today. Now try to see how it resonates with your present situation. Let us now go to the second part, which is the self-care tip. Okay, for our self-care tip for today, it's taking a short pause in order to see the forest and not get lost in the trees. So it's like an eagle getting out of the forest, rising into the sky in order to get the big picture. So the card right now asks us to take a pause and try to see where we are right now in our self-care tip. Have we made certain progress in ourselves? Have we nurtured ourselves in a sufficient degree already? Are we already growing? And are the goals we've set slowly being accomplished already as we slowly work on ourselves? Now let us try to see what the card says here. It says, for one who finds joy within the self, rests satisfied within the self, and whose life is dedicated to self-realization, there remains nothing further for that person to accomplish. So, if it becomes already a part of your life to constantly nurture yourself, to constantly improve yourself, to constantly work on yourself, then there's nothing much for you to accomplish anymore because it becomes already a way of life. It's already ingrained into your life. So, for example, if you already have started maybe for quite some time to do some exercises in a regular way, it slowly becomes part of your life, and it's an ordinary thing already. If you try to make it a part of your life to have a good diet, to eat healthy foods, after a certain period of time, it becomes part of you and it becomes a normal thing already. So you don't have to exert effort in it anymore. So it's like once you get the engine going, you already have the momentum of motion, and it is easy for you to just keep on going. And somehow, it no longer is an effort once you get or once you are able to include it already into your life. It becomes a way of life. Now, let's read a little bit further from the card. How has your quality of life improved since you began your self-care journey? Reflect on and celebrate your progress. So today, the only thing that the card asks you is to take a pause and enjoy the progress that you have made. Well, from the moment you made a resolution to improve your life. Let us try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card to gain more insights regarding uh, trying to congratulate yourself, trying to take a pause, and trying to see how you are right now in your journey towards self-care. Okay. For the internal self-care, which is related to our mental, our emotional, our physical, and spiritual growth, it says here, take a moment today to do an internal check-in around your self-care practices. How is my mind feeling these days? Am I becoming more conscious of my own thoughts? Am I learning ways to interrupt unhealthy thought patterns? Do I encourage mental states that leave me feeling optimistic, refreshed, and peaceful? How is my emotional state these days? Am I becoming more curious about my feelings rather than judging or becoming emotionally flooded? How have I been able to care for myself when I experience challenging emotions? And how have I been able to celebrate my emotional highs? So first it was the mind. Now it is the heart or the emotion. Now let's go to the body. It says here, how is my body doing these days? Am I becoming more perceptive of the way my body feels as I engage with the world? What have I done to offer my body stimulation, care, and rest? How has my body responded? So, in this card or in this handbook, they give us three aspects in our life that we need to give attention. One is our mind. The second is our heart, which is related to our emotions. And finally, our body. There is one thing that is lacking, and I think that is the spirit. Spending more time also. So, the me time for me includes four aspects that we need to give attention. So, whenever you have your me time, try to see if you are addressing four important aspects in your life. Your mind, which can be related also to the things that you learn. Maybe part of it is you can include reading a book at least 1 hour each day. Your emotions, trying to check how your life situations are affecting your heart and your emotions and your relationships and your inner state. At the same time, your body, how are the situations and your life habits are affecting also your health? And finally, your spirit. How is your spiritual journey at this present time? How does it affect also all the other aspects of your life, and how all the other aspects of your life, your mind, your heart, and your body also affects your spiritual journey or your spirit? Now let us go to the external self-care, which is our relationships, our community, our work, and our creativity. The inner reflects the outer. As you have focused more of your energy on caring for and supporting yourself, what has shifted in the outer spaces of your life? What has fluctuated in your relationships or your style of relating to others? Has your role in your larger communities shrunken or grown? How has your creative process altered its course? What has evolved at work? So you try to see when you started caring for yourself in all aspects, mind, heart, body, and spirit, how did it affect your life? Did it affect it in a positive way? Are you constantly evolving, not only interiorly, but also in your relationships, in your working environment, in the way you interact with people? So, this is an opportunity for us to do a self-check. Well, that's it for today with regards to self-care tip. We are about to finish it. There are only 2 cards left, so we have 2 other days to work on this one. Uh, well, let's take it one step at a time. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.